Man, weddings, let me tell you about it, brother. It's reminding me of so many things right now. Because I'm thinking of fabric. I'm thinking about all the things that are going on right now. And I think of Zoe as well. I'm like, sure, this is something important. Wedding.
I was trying to put myself back in that same place where Zoe is right now at a beautiful man who's the most famous, unfamous person we're going to make in the world. We love you, Robbie. We love you, guys. But weddings are undoubtedly one of the best celebrations. Welcome our impending bride-to-be. And we love to attend those sorts of celebrations. But what happens when that party is overseas and requires some serious spending to get you there, as in my case? Time to find out in another round of Would You Rather? Dun, dun, dun. All right, so gang, this is the scenario, Zoe. Hopefully this doesn't really apply to you, but you are in that zone, so we want absolute honesty. And this is the scenario. Your really good friend is getting married, but it's a destination wedding. Flights will be over 10,000 Rand, and you'll still need to pay for an outfit, a gift, and accommodation, and you're not rolling in cash. I did this to my friends. Every one of them. The only thing that stopped my mates from being able to get there were visa issues because of where we were in the world, which was crazy to me. But the fact that all of my mates went to the degree that they did to help me in whatever way they could, whether they were there or not, just made me understand. I get it. So I get where I would come from. I want to know from you guys. Zoe, how would you put this now that weddings are full screen to you? It's a special day, so dig into savings and credit and get you there, or this will seriously set me back. So unfortunately, I decline. Where are you at?
It depends. I mean, I'm not a fan of traveling on debt, so I will have to then tap into savings. But if I have other things that require my attention, and I would have really loved to have been at your day, but I can't do it out of... Let me just put it this way. I won't tap into credit. Okay. So if I'm in a scenario and I'll have to unfortunately decline.
And you can be honest about that because they're your friends and you love each other and you can speak openly about it.
I'd love to be there, but I'm not traveling on credit.
100%. And that's a good decision to make. That's perfectly fine.
I think it's the same with me. I mean, it's really tough. I've seen and been a part of the situation in weddings, and it really causes quite a chaotic sort of environment. I think at the end of the day, though, like, you've got to be honest in this day and age. Like, money is such a burden right now. We don't even have it as it is. So you've got to be honest with yourself. Unfortunately, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's life. Yeah. We just have to deal with it. I don't think it's fair to put yourself out and have to then deal with this whole afterwards. Like, that's not something that gets celebrated. I don't know.
I'm going to say to both of you, wait till the gateway arrives.
Yeah, it's done.
Because if I think back of what that moment meant and how that all tied together, absolutely miraculous. But let's put it to the real geniuses out there, and we, of course, will allow you guys to show us our true north.
Okay, well, Shakur says, I'll rather say A, dig into some savings, because to always, support your friends who was there for you, and always remember the kindness you put out to the world always has a way of coming back.
I like that.
My thing is just, and I think this is also why I didn't extend the invite to my traveling friends, is on your wedding day, you're going to spend a little bit of time with everyone.
Each person, for sure.
So if they're traveling all that way here, how much quality time will you spend with them? And that was my reasoning for not sending the invite out. I would rather spend quality time with them over a space of time than feel like they need to spend all that money to come for one day.
And you're all together at a lodge, or you're meeting all together at an overseas destination, there's other ways that you can
make a holiday out of it.
Yeah, look, the comments have kept coming through. Of course, Nomvula has another one saying, A, that's how money should be spent on special days. So savings are very helpful for unexpected costs. So I think hopefully she had savings that she could spend. But if you didn't have savings, would you still do it? Maybe Nomvula says yes. Gary Yorkham was as well. Graham was married in the UK, and I would have used my savings to attend. But I think my invitation was lost in the cloud, man.
It was, bro.
Come on now,
bro. It's the postal service, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I sent out the owl ages ago, and I just didn't get a response from you, Gary. I'm almost thinking of having a local ceremony just to invite you.
Oh, definitely do that. And you know what? Living in the now versus saving for later will always be a tough one to balance. Now, you can also, the only thing we can really do is to slow down, avoid being impulsive, and be 100% sure that we are making the best decisions that we can.
I love it. 90% of South Africans can't afford to retire. Start saving in a NEDBANK Just Invest account. Choose a rate of up to 8.75% and make additional deposits when you have extra money. Join the bank that's best for your savings goals.